crowd clings to the Tekaluka plains until it meets the unyielding silhouette of CECOT, a fortress of concrete rising like a wound in the earth, its walls seethe with menace even in the sunlight. Here, the echo of a single footstep can trigger alarm across miles of razor wire and watchtowers. This is no ordinary prison. It is the epicenter of President Nayib Bukele's iron-fisted campaign, a steel-clad declaration of war against the gangs that once ruled these streets. By night, searchlights carve arcs through the darkness. By day, the harsh glare of floodlights leaves no corner unobserved. Freedom is not measured in days, but in inches, and every inch here is accounted for. Inside these walls, humanity is pared down to its rawest form. Hundreds of men, accused and presumed guilty, are packed into cells barely larger than coffins. Concrete bunks replace beds. Flickering lamps banish the sun. Their days are counted in silent intervals. 30 minutes of exercise, 30 seconds of hope. Meals arrive in hushed metal clanks, a monotony of rice and beans swallowed under unblinking surveillance. Outside, the nation watches in awe. Homicide rates have plummeted, neighborhoods breathe again, and a fragile peace settles over once terrified communities. For many, CECOT is a bulwark against chaos, a monstrous guardian standing watch over a weary land. But beyond the fortress gates, alarm bells ring in human rights offices across the globe. Lawyers whisper of men detained for months, sometimes years, without a day in court. Families scour official bulletins for any sign of life, only to find silence echoing louder than the prison walls. Solitary cells become tombs of isolation. Voices of protest, stifled by fear, rise only faintly in distant capitals. And still, the fortress grows. Plans to double its capacity loom like storm clouds on the horizon. With each new block of concrete laid, the line between order and oppression blurs further. As dusk falls upon Tekaluka, the red lights atop the guard towers pulse like a heartbeat, steady, relentless. CECOT stands as both monument and warning in the quest for security. A nation may risk surrendering the very freedoms it seeks to protect. The question remains, unspoken yet thunderous in the still air. What price are we willing to pay for Tekaluka Plains, a colossal structure that emerges from the mist? CECOT, the Terrorism Confinement Center of El Salvador. Born in January 2023, this remote fortress was carved into the landscape as part of President Nayib Bukele's sweeping campaign against gang violence. Here, under an unrelenting sun, up to 40,000 men, most accused of ties to the country's most feared criminal organizations, are confined within towering concrete walls and electrified fences. Every footstep echoes on gravel pathways designed to betray any clandestine movement. 19 guard towers stand sentinel, their searchlights slicing the darkness each night. Inside these walls, life is stripped to its barest essentials. Hundreds share small cells, each offering only a slab of concrete to sleep upon, 2 toilets and 2 wash basins. There are no books, no music, no teams practicing on a yard, only 30 minutes a day to stretch legs and breathe fresh air, always under tight guard. Meals arrive on metal trays, rice and beans, pasta and eggs, sustenance measured not for comfort but control. For many Salvadorans, the fortress is a symbol of hope. In the months following CECOT's opening, the nation's homicide rate plunged. Streets once terrorized by gang gunfire fell silent. Parents breathe easier. Shopkeepers reopen their doors. CECOT, its proponents say, is the linchpin of a new era, an unyielding statement that crime will not go unpunished. Yet across the world, human rights advocates watch with alarm. They ask, at what cost does this security come? Reports speak of arrests without charges, of men held for months, sometimes years, without the chance to defend themselves in court. Solitary confinement extends beyond days into weeks. Families plead in the capital, desperate for word of brothers, sons, fathers lost behind an impenetrable wall. Behind Bukele's stern public declarations lies another story, one of profound isolation. The neon glow of security cameras replaces daylight. The hush of cell blocks is broken by the cries of inmates whose only crime may be who they are or where they were born. In this place, justice and judgment merge into a single, unrelenting force. And yet the story of CECOT is still being written. Expansion plans would double its capacity. New wings may rise from the volcanic soil, and with them questions of morality and power will deepen. Does the promise of safety justify the sacrifice of civil liberties? Can a nation reclaim peace without surrendering its soul? As the sun sets over the Tekaluka Plains, CECOT stands, a monument to El Salvador's struggle. In its shadows, the people of a nation weigh freedom against security, justice against mercy, and the enduring question echoes, what future will they choose?